Hey guys, it's KevyDog4. Monday night's game is over. It's several hours later and it's very late, but I wanted to get this video up for you guys tonight. So here are the results from Week 13's games. So the Thursday game was Dallas versus Minnesota. I picked Dallas and they won 17-15. And with the losses of I think New York was the big loss. I don't know how much Washington's loss affected it, but Dallas became the first team this season to clinch a playoff spot. So Dallas is in the playoffs for sure. They were the only team to clinch this week, but there will be more likely next week to come into the playoff race. Detroit versus New Orleans. I picked Detroit. They won 28-13. Los Angeles versus New England. I picked the Patriots. They won 26-10. This was Tom Brady's 201st win, which is the most all-time by a quarterback. He passed Peyton Manning. So most winning quarterback of all time. Pretty good for him. Denver versus Jacksonville. I picked Denver. They won 20-10. Jacksonville, I don't know if they were eliminated last week, but they are for sure out of it now. I mean, everyone knew that, but they're officially out of the playoff race now. San Francisco versus Chicago. I picked Chicago. They won 26-6. San Francisco was out of it last week, and Cleveland is the other team that is out of the race. They had a bye this week, but there are 3 teams that officially cannot make it into the playoffs now, and I think the Bears may or may not be there as well. Houston versus Green Bay. I picked Green Bay. They won 21-13. Kansas City versus Atlanta. My pick was Atlanta, and the result was Kansas City 29, Atlanta 28. Miami versus Baltimore. This is the one that shocked me. I picked Miami, and Baltimore won 38-6. So this game was largely blown out of proportion. Miami's 6-game winning streak, I think it was 6 games, it has been snapped. And now they are 1 game out of the final wild card spot. So they're in the hunt, but with this loss, they're going to have to make it up somewhere. Philadelphia versus Cincinnati. This one may have been more of a shocker than the other one. I picked the Eagles. Cincinnati won 32-14. Cincinnati hasn't won in weeks. I don't remember the last time they won a game, but with this loss, this likely takes Philadelphia out of consideration to make the playoffs. Buffalo versus Oakland. I picked the Raiders, and they won 38-24. They are now the number 1 team in the AFC. When I last checked, that's the way it was. They took the spot from New England. Tampa Bay versus San Diego. My pick was Tampa Bay. They won 28-21. They have crept up into the NFC wild card as well. Actually, I think that they're leading the division now. They're now leading the division over the Falcons. That's what's going on. So as of now, they are in the race for the playoffs. New York Giants versus Pittsburgh. I picked the Steelers, and they won 24-14, snapping a long Giants winning streak of 6 or 7 games as well. So a couple long winning streaks were snapped this week. This was one of them. Pittsburgh and Baltimore still have the same record. Baltimore still has the tiebreaker. Christmas Eve, I believe, is when those 2 teams play again. If Baltimore wins, then they have the extreme upper hand. If there is a Pittsburgh win, then we will see what happens with the second tiebreaker. Washington versus Arizona. I picked Washington. Arizona won 31-23. Washington has fallen to the 7th spot in the NFC, and they're one game out of the wild card, or half a game, but that loss bumped them down out of the wild card spot that they had as of last week. Carolina versus Seattle. I picked Seattle. They won 40-7. So large win by Seattle on Sunday Night Football. It's looking more and more like that they will be the division winners. Arizona's the only other team that could possibly beat them, but it's very, very unlikely. that they will be able to catch up, and Seattle will likely clinch a playoff spot within the next 2 weeks. Indianapolis versus New York Jets. I picked the Colts. They won 41-10. So this was also a blowout that I did not expect to be this large of a difference between the two teams. The Jets are out of it as of now. Indianapolis and Tennessee, which was one of the bye teams, Indianapolis, Tennessee, and Houston are all tied for the lead in the AFC South. I don't know who has the tiebreaker. I will figure that out. That's why I'm going to post the standings video hopefully tomorrow. I want you guys to be able to know what's going on every week with the standings now that we're so close to the playoffs. So I'm hopefully going to put up a standings video every week for the rest of the season. The bye teams this week were Cleveland and Tennessee. Oops. And predictions versus results for week 13. Weeks 1 through 6, my predictions were 11-5, 7-9, 6-10, 13-2, 7-7, and 6-9. 7 through 12, 7-8, 8-5, 8-5, 7-7, 9-5, and 13-3. And this week, 11-4. And on the season now, I am 113-79. So, thanks for watching this video. Make sure you give it a thumbs up. Leave a comment below. What would you like to see in these NFL videos? Make sure you subscribe to my channel for more NFL videos and also NBA videos. And hopefully MLB videos if there gets to be anything really, really interesting for me to post about. So thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in my next video.